Place your bets, you jackwagons. Brother the Big Noise Evans here. Another edition of the Feed 5 podcast. I'm playing on a solo mission. Lundy is on vacacion. Enjoy the margaritas there, mi amigo. South of the border, but you demand bets, you demand hot takes. You want my thoughts on the NCAA tournament, so I'm going to give you a snapshot with kind of a variety of pack of selections tied to each region. So let's start off with the South region, and let's not waste any time and get immediately into it with an opening shot. I like the Creighton Blue Jays. The opening act, I believe, the NCAA tournament on Thursday, taking on the Louisville Cardinals. And I know this game's only going to be played a couple hours away in Lexington from Louisville, so it could be a somewhat partisan crowd of Cardinals there. But I think the Blue Jays, the Battle of the Birds, cover the 2.5 at a minus 110 there at BetMGM. Yeah, Louisville's number 21 in Torvik, about 29 spots higher, as a matter of fact, than the Creighton Blue Jays over the last 30 days. But Creighton, peel back the layers of the onion, a little bit better offensively. Number 63 in EFG offense. Why? Because they got Ryan Kalkbrenner. They're shooting over 60% inside the arc in their last 10 games. And you look at Louisville, very good offensive team. Yeah, they're only giving up 44.9% from two and 32.1% from three. But how challenged was this team? And the meek ACC, I have some reservations. I have some question marks. The turnovers have been an extreme problem for Louisville this year. Number 275 in their last 10, and turnover percentage offense. They're coughing it up over 18% of their possessions. So if the good version of Stephen Ashworth, the guard for Creighton, shows up and gets me around 18 to 22 points, you know Kalkbrenner's going to do his thing, probably 20, 25, 10, 15 boards as well. I say gut feeling that Creighton Blue Jays cover the spread. A little sprinkle on the money line as well at plus 120, minus 110 on the actual line there at BetMGM. Let's talk a totally awesome, baby. How about my favorite total in this region? I'm going to live in the land down under on New Mexico and Maryland, and that number is sitting at 153.5. Just too many damn points in my estimation. New Mexico number 61 at Torvik the last 30 days. And you look at Marquette at number 37 in that category. Both teams really lean on that D. The Golden Eagles number 92 in EFGD, giving up 48.2% from inside the arc. However, they are giving up 32.9% outside of it. Decent, but not great. Meanwhile, you look at New Mexico, number 28 in adjusted offensive efficiency over that span. And they're only allowing 0.96 points per possession and right around 50% from two. I think this game is going to be somewhat fast-paced. That's the style that the Lobos like to play under the younger Pitino. It's why they're number 8 in adjusted tempo in their last 10 games. Marquette have played a variety of places. Marquette's got that outstanding guard play highlighted by Cam Jones. About 153.5, unless it goes to OT. I don't think it's going to escape the high 140. So again, I'm living in the land down under on Lobos and Terps, and that 153.5 number at a minus 110 there at BetMGM. Let's turn the pages and tell a Cinderella story, shall we? UC San Diego, the 12 seed, a very popular selection, quite frankly, over the Michigan Wolverines. And it's warranted. It's understandable. I mean, Seth Davis nearly jumped out of his chair when this matchup came across the screen on the CBS broadcast on Selection Sunday, and understandably so. The Tritons have been a covering machine. Nobody has been better against the spread in Division I college basketball than UCSD. This team is fantastic across the board. They are a top 30 team in adjusted offensive efficiency, adjusted defensive efficiency, EFG offense, EFG defense over the last month. They got Tate Jones, a guy that's a matchup problem, really gets downhill, wreaks havoc, draws a lot of whistles, beats you at the line. Hayden Gray from outside. They got a lot of gunners from outside. Gray by himself shooting 42%, and they're one of the best kleptomaniac teams in the entire NCAA tournament field. A high steals rate when you're facing a turnover-prone team in Michigan that over the last 30 days has coughed it up and over 19% of its possessions. I know Vladislav Golden is probably going to, go out and get maybe 25 and 15 in this game. And Danny Wolf is a matchup nightmare in his own right, plays the point forward position at 7 feet tall. He'll get a lot of second chance opportunities. But Michigan has not shot the ball well from three. And again, those turnovers, man, I think that is going to be the key to this game. UC San Diego, they can only win one. It's possible they could win 2 games, emerging whoever comes out of Texas A&M and Yale. They are very much in the sweetness conversation this year. How about a value future? Michigan State, the Final Four. The fact you're getting this with 5-1 is ridiculous right now at BetMGM. Again, the Sparty parties continue to rage. They just tapped another keg, and it's going to go thumping into the early morning. This team is really starting to fire all cylinders offensively, and most importantly, look at what they've done over the last 30 days. They're shooting north of 34% from three. Now, that's not lights out, you might say. But for much of the season, this team was under 30% in that category. What has sparked them? Jace Richardson, insert in the lineup. He has been a bucket, really uncontainable. I have a strong interior play there. Jackson Kohler, really highlighting that interior. Cooper as well, get a lot of second chance opportunities. They do some damage on the glass. And also what I like about Michigan State as well as they're a very good defensive team in their own right. So, typical Izzo trade. It's March. The flowers are blooming. Okay. The birds are chirping. The green beer was flowing a couple of days ago. And now Michigan State, they're peaking at the right time. So I think they are the team to beat in this region. So give me them at plus 500 to represent in San Antonio. And that feeds right in. Again, Michigan State being the regional winner. You might say, why are you fading Auburn, Evans? Well, A, they're the chalkiest team in this region, bar none. B, they're outside the top 75 in EFG offense and EFG defense over the last 30 days. They're showing some cracks in the dam. As excellent they are from outside, as a team defensively, it's come unravel a little bit. And the biggest issue that I have with Auburn, Janiah Broome is in the MLB conversation. There's no doubt about that. He's got 18 double-doubles this year. It's still why he's on the Win Awards list. Him and Cooper Flagg are going to try to battle it out for that coveted honor. But they are awful in terms of securing the defensive glass. They're outside the top 275 in defensive rebounding percentage the last 10 games. And if they get the Spartans in the Elite Eight, I think Michigan State ultimately gets the best of them. So there you have it. Michigan State, I believe, takes this region, the dirty South, and makes their way to the Riverwalk and the Alamo in San Antonio and the Final Four. There's your breakdown of that South region. And it didn't even last 10 minutes. It's a beauty of it. Next up, we're going to focus on the Wild Wild West. Stick around right here on the Fade 5.